Hey Nintendo fans and collectors! Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. As a collector and a gamer, it's getting harder and harder now to find items in my local community. This has led me in the technological age to actually search online, and one of the best resources to search online for video games is eBay. When I was asked by Relio to do a video for the campaign about how eBay basically affects my collection and helps me grow my collection, I was excited about the opportunity. So now I'm going to talk about how eBay basically affects me as a collector and how I use it as a tool to my advantage. Some of you might be using eBay all the time, and some of you maybe have never used eBay before. Really, eBay is a great tool because anyone can use it. You can use it to search for almost anything. You can go on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and you can really access eBay from anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection. Specifically for game collectors or for video game collectors, it's really unique because it allows you to expand your search capabilities outside your normal region close to your home. It also allows you to find things extremely quickly when it might take you forever to actually find them in your own community. You're also able to find some great deals, especially if you're patient, if you're creative with your searches, which I'm going to go through in this video, and if you're really just being mindful of all the different things that could be out there on eBay for you to find. Another great part of eBay is that there's a feedback feature that lists the score of the seller, so you can actually see if they're very trustworthy. When you look at an auction though, the listing usually has actual photos of the items that you're going to buy, and you're also able to ask the sellers any questions you might have, so that item arrives just as you expected it, and you're not surprised whatsoever. It's also a great idea to take a look at the seller's other items that they're currently selling to see if you can find other good deals. How do I use eBay myself when I'm looking for games to add to my collection, or consoles, or accessories, or anything else for that matter in terms of Nintendo collecting? First of all, usually when I go on, you can obviously search for things very specifically. So sometimes when I go on, I'm trying to search for an Earthbound guide because I want to upgrade the condition of the one that I have, or maybe you're missing those awesome scratch and sniff cards. You can also possibly search something specific like a console, like a Die-A Hawks Nintendo 64 console that maybe you're missing from your collection. Searching for things specifically like this on eBay is a very useful tool for you to see what is out there. eBay here really offers something that is unique to any other tool in the world, I think, because I can find almost anything that I am looking for Nintendo related collecting. Likely within 24 hours it'll pop up on eBay for almost every single item, and it's like the world of collecting is at my fingertips, which is really neat, especially if I'm looking to complete a game, to buy a box for a console, or to try and pick up a figurine that I don't have yet. There are also the times though that I search on eBay very generically, meaning I simply just search the word Nintendo, or sometimes I just search the word video game rare, or something like that, so I actually just sift through so many different listings, maybe thousands of listings, just trying to find a gem amongst all of the rubble, and maybe I will get lucky sometimes finding something that someone listed that they're not really sure what they have, they just know that it's Nintendo. And as a game collector, that's kind of like going out in the wild and finding a gem hidden somewhere that you don't really expect to find it. And that's also when the rush of the find kind of comes into play, which is a really good feeling. While searching on eBay, sometimes I just look at buy it now options and I change the filter to be newly listed. Be sure to also look at listings that are specifically auctions and change the filter possibly to items ending soonest, and that way you can actually see if you can grab a great deal on an item. Other filters that are actually available within eBay itself is you can actually look for items that are specifically only listed in your region, say for example North America, and in my case Canada. If you're actually looking for games or consoles to be shipped to you, you want to get the lowest cost, and searching within your own region will actually reduce shipping costs, therefore saving you money. So it's a great idea, and I highly recommend doing so. You can also get creative, and not only search on ebay.com or ebay.ca, depending on your region, you could also search in international eBays, meaning look at eBay Italy or eBay Australia or eBay UK, depending on where you live in the world. This is one of the ways that I have expanded my collecting searches and actually found some items that are usually outside of my own reach. But I must warn you, make sure you ask the seller if they're able to ship to you in your region. Lastly, possibly the coolest thing about eBay is that you're actually able to look up completed auctions. When you do so, you are also able to look at sold listings or sold auctions and get an actual value of what things are worth with a similar condition. If you're ever looking to buy something or possibly sell it, it kind of just gives you a benchmark of what price something should be. I've been a collector for about 7 years, But about 5 years of that, I've actually been using eBay, and I wished I was honestly using it sooner because it really has allowed me to pick up some great deals, find some rare gems, and expand my search for my collection to really allow it to grow in a way that I am very proud of, and eBay only makes my collection that much better when I use it as a tool. In summary, eBay really is for anyone, anytime. You can actually find some rare gems, some great deals, and really expand your searches so you can find more items to add to your collection at a really decent price, especially if you search intelligently. Please comment below what are some of the best deals you've ever found on eBay, and how has eBay contributed to your collection growing? Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket, follow me on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and all the other social media links in the underbar, and remember, as always, go collect them all.